Welcome YouTube, Melbourne and GWS. This is late. This is an interesting day. So I think it's GWS player 1. I'll have to remember. But this is an interesting day because I started the day playing Yakuza, which as I am recording this, as I am streaming and recording this, Yakuza is currently uploading. And this is definitely gonna get up before that does, because that went like for over 5.5 hours. So, it's definitely an interesting day. I wasn't sure if I was going to play an AFL game today. We are playing one, so hopefully it's fun. Hopefully it's fun. I know that, dude, with the AFL itself, with the way that the season's turning out, you got all the teams fighting for the 8. I know that all I personally care about within that is that Geelong and Sydney make it in. That's for me personally, of how things could work out. But man, I I would have loved so much had North beaten St Kilda there. Oh god, but yeah, I was very happy to see that Melbourne had beaten Adelaide. It was very close. But I was happy to see that. That works out well for me personally.
Wins it back, great mark. Clever kick.
Yeah, that kick's going in here, but yeah, there has been like debate stuff going on for the past however many hours
they'll bide their time.
with chat over here.
That's not ideal.
And you're saying what you're saying, all you know is what people do. That's why you keep trying to relate what people do to God. It's not about people. Like, yes, it's about people. It's not necessarily about people. It's the fact that people and other creatures.
Some indirect ball movement here. Kelly.
Like, I would imagine if God creates people and creates all these other creatures, God would have the abilities themselves to do all the things that they are able to create in the other creatures. Yes, I'm holding God to the same standard of people.
Missed one he should have got and let him off the hook.
He's off.
Get rid of this, please.
Salem to bring it in.
Oh.
With the big fist. Farms it out. They've coughed it up. Sparrow. Aaron hand pass. And they've turned it over. Ash.
Get rid of this, please.
Good vision there.
Thank you.
Kelly going at his first. And he's got it.
They keep moving the ball quickly. There'll be plenty more where that came from.
The Giants were underdogs coming in, but they look anything but in the early
Thank
going.
you.
Canelio. Bruce.
Get rid of this, please.
Lloyd.
Handballs.
He's besieged. They've
Kick it down there.
well, harassed into an trying to bring the Crummers into play.
So it is GWS. Okay, wasn't GWS play 1?
Gary Lyon is with us. What do you
Yeah, I
make
think
of this
so.
one, Guess?
Hopefully, once these sides have had a good look at each other,
It doesn't matter that much. There's GWS with the goal lead up to this point. Get the handballs away. Oh!
He's under close attention. A goal-scoring opportunity may have gone begging there. Kelly gathers. Hogan. That's a quality hand pass.
Iden. Saying, let's say you committed a crime. Is the judge going to let you go free? If the judge and the jury, like maybe, like maybe, if they don't think I committed it, like you can commit a crime, but if people don't think you did it, what, they're gonna like judge you guilty of it? If you don't commit a crime, are they gonna say you're guilty? They could, if they think you're guilty of it. Like, it's always based on, like, a judge and a jury is, you're not saying that. What are you saying then?
That's good aggressive footy. Set sail for goal,
because a judge, jury, what they're going to say, if you're guilty or not and go free or not, is going to be based on their perceptions, which have the abilities to be right and wrong. They can fall in line with things that you did. They could fall misaligned with things that you did. Like, there are plenty of people who would go to jail who didn't commit the crime just because people believed they did, but it was worth bringing them in. So if you're not saying that, what are you saying?
He's stopped in his tracks.
And the Melbourne's out there.
Sparrow inside 50 with the kick.
Hey, oh.
Pickett. Can he get a shot away?
Handball away, please.
Canelio
Oh, it's not tackled. Not tackled, okay.
Spud Frawley would have loved that one. Hunter. That's a bruising
if you're caught committing a crime, will the judge let you free? Depends on the judge's personal incentives.
That could be vulnerable here. Sets a task.
Like, it depends on the judge's personal incentives. If,
Himmelberg doesn't want to turn it over.
like, there's always a slight potential possibility they could. Come over here. Pay the judge. Pay the judge off. Excuse me, judge. We'd like some money. Okay.
Chips to halfback.
Oh.
That's not 15. The Demons have denied them the corridor. Lloyd probably.
Like, what you're saying is, okay, if you committed a crime and people saw you doing it, and then they said you did it,
can they keep the
well, the judge won't let you free. You'll have to pay some way.
Out of the congestion. Kelly, good hands. Delightfully done.
Depends on what you mean by free and pay. What thing you're paying is.
So far, Iden got a fist in.
Oof. Handballs, please.
He'll work all day.
No.
Reads the place so
That's
well.
going. If you're really famous, they might do it. Although you might think
that might attract
arresting famous people would be better.
And is marked.
Britton Buddy, you'd think.
It's basically like asking, is there a potential for a judge to be corrupt?
This should
be a
goal. No problem.
Showing exactly why they want the ball in his hands.
The Demons with the past 2 goals. Good run.
Thank you.
Langdon closed him down. He'd like that one again.
Get rid of this, please.
That's a
Thank you.
Hunter takes the logical.
Gonna be Maxi in the 50. Oh,
kick inside the 50. Kennedy.
Kennedy. That didn't go well. It didn't go well for him. We are halfway through the quarter here. Kicks out over there. Handball. Oh.
Kelly, the Giants can build something here. Doesn't often.
And we got Mr. Ward.
Into the middle with the kick. Whitfield.
Like, it's fascinating to be like, oh, you were caught committing the crime. How were you caught? Was it on video? Be like, it was deep fakes. I swear, man, it was deep fakes. Oh my god, it was only like 420p or whatever. The video quality is just so bad. You can't say that was me. Eyewitness account. Yes, they did it. That eyewitness is lying.
Bruce wins the tap. Kelly. Well, that's not
what? How could an eyewitness lie? They suck. Good enough for me. Eyewitness sucks. They lied.
Finds himself unattended. The Giants showing some
Lloyd.
Lloyd is hard to beat one-on-one.
If he can nail this first shot at goal, he might just be
done you, your Lloyd.
How's the kick?
Yay.
Nothing wrong with that.
The judge saw you do it. The judge saw you do it. Oh god. But you're the judge's son. I can't do it. I just can't do it. The judge, you're not the judge's son. The judge just thinks you're really hot. Can't do it to the sexy boy. I just can't do it.
Kick here and they'll be in business. Lloyd. Into the pocket he goes. Bowing.
I wonder if God finds anyone like on Earth like super hot. Is attracted to, or maybe like God's into like the dolphins. Because I'd imagine God would be able to like do all the things all the creatures can do. If they can communicate with humans, then they can speak English and Japanese and all the other languages. You know, and they can probably speak dolphin to dolphins. And they're probably super bilingual through all the species in the world. I wonder if like, I do wonder if like French cats have a different language to one that's only lived in like Canada. You know? Oh, well, that's French Canadian. Why did I choose Canada? That's the wrong country to use. A Japanese cat versus a French cat. I wonder if they'd be able to communicate with each other, or if like the meows are different to them.
And they're away. Viney takes an excellent grab. Heads for the pocket.
Yes, oh, over the top. That is a point.
Happy to concede behind.
He's off.
Okay then.
Haynes goes towards half-back. The Giants have got out of
kick over.
Good kick.
Canelio
sees something he likes. That's skillful.
Who are we getting it with? But oh, Maxi's been massive this whole season, man. Definitely the Brownlow favourite up to this point. Although I do think it's still possible for some other people to get it.
Kelly to no
over there.
particular. That sloppy play.
Handball it, please.
Come back to bite.
Maxu. Oh!
Stripped of it. Iden in the centre square. Hand pass cut off.
Please get rid of that one.
Called for that.
Kick it.
Under pressure. Perryman.
Thank you.
He's generally a good kick. He's hit up the lead. Bruce. This deserves a goal.
Let's go to Oof. Oof.
Lays it off.
Handball, please. Oh, God.
It out. Look at him go.
Little kicks. Oh, no.
It's no place for the faint-hearted.
Okay, that's starting the ball. Get it into the middle here.
Probing ball. Neil Bullen.
Over with Neil Bullen.
Well.
That's very strange coming to the AFL here. After all those hours of the Yakuza. It's kind of nice. It does feel kind of like Yakuza is fantastic. It is absolutely fantastic. It's also kind of nice.
Kelly.
That's amazing. Like, we're at the 6.5 hour mark. Like, basically, thanks to Yakuza, our streams are going longer. Have like just increased just because it's gotta play it now, gotta play it long.
They'll contest in the center square.
Oh, who's coming to get that? It's the Giants. Handballs. Oof. That's just Langdon. Handball away. Go. Inside. Little kick. Who you got?
Waste many. Viney has found some space. Can they find a late?
Go in there, 50. Can they get the mark?
Goes long. Kennedy.
Oh.
Why? He's such a good defender. Perryman.
Okay, I don't know that we're getting. I don't think we're getting another score. Unless you bomb it in real good. Okay, that's the end of that. Saying just by saying I've been a good person doesn't mean he will let you free if you are caught committing a crime. You'll do the time. Just the same thing with God. He said, if you sin once you are guilty of hell, forgiven, people go to heaven, not good people.
There's still a long way to go, of course, but they've laid down
forgiven people, not good people. You realize the idea of forgiven people actually means like people who did sin, right? Like that's basically saying if someone didn't commit a sin at all times.
He's got the distance, but not the accuracy.
The only way you are let in is if you bend the knee, kiss the ring, baby, kiss the ring. Kiss the ring over here.
Has charged into space.
Did you say yes, like only people who have committed sin but got forgiven can be let in? So you have to commit sin to even be eligible?
Intercepts. Gorn. In the middle. Hogan has it now.
Handball, please.
Oh. I don't think he meant to smother it. Sparrow didn't need to be asked twice. The Giants forcing them out wide.
Who's that coming with? Oliver's getting it.
Oliver.
Kick it in.
They're a big chance here. Canelio only knows one way. Kennedy.
Over there. And though you're saying, just saying you've been a good person doesn't mean the judge will let you free.
He's besieged.
Saying everyone on earth has sinned, not saying you have to sin. You're basically saying that it's impossible for people to have not sinned. Like, cool.
Oliver. He's run into trouble. Neil Bullen.
Like basically saying that God created humans to make sure that they will sin, so the only way they can get in is if they like acknowledge the power of, which is just such an asshole move. Basically saying, okay, to be able to be in, here are sins. If you've committed sin, you can. The only way you can get in is forgiven. Everyone's committed sin, but how? You're just human. You've just existed. That's how, basically. But you created me, and if I'm committed sin and you created me, doesn't mean you created you a sin. You gotta sin. God is sin. It just sounds like a power-hungry bit, really.
Attracted a crowd. He shoots a goal. Has the kick. No good.
That's unfortunate.
He's off.
Oh yeah, as for like the judge part of the whole
leading from the front.
of the whole, if you just saying you're a good person and won't do it, well, it could, considering they use like character witness or whatever.
Goal for goal.
Saying only person that hasn't sinned is Jesus. Oh bullshit. Oh bullshit. I also don't really care.
With a deft tap.
Because basically when it comes to like court of laws, the whole reason that people get saying that you're guilty or not is just based on this person said this person said that. I've been a good boy. Okay, that person's been a good boy, I guess.
Here's a good chance.
They said it convincingly enough. Good boy.
He's a quality finisher, and that's more evidence.
You have to show him more respect.
But oddly enough, despite you claiming otherwise, just going into a law and just saying, I was good. Actually, it's not as simple as that, but it works.
Hunter, terrific tackle.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Get the handballs away. Go again.
He's set upon. Bedford.
That was with Perryman.
The Giants looking ominous.
Oh, they got it.
Is a dynamo in the forward
Go again.
pocket. That's almost worth a
I remember
kick.
someone mentioning like the handballing being better. It actually does feel that way. Oh, get rid of it. Oh!
His vision was excellent. Bedford. Only a question of who
Ah,
will
crap.
get the goal. Daniels. It's there.
You turn the ball over there, you've got to expect to pay the price.
The only in your mind, the only reason Jesus is the only one who hasn't sinned is because Jesus is God. So it basically means like God cannot sin because God is God. Everyone else has sinned because they're not God. Everyone is beneath God because God is God. So God can do whatever God wants because God is God.
What a game he's having.
I don't have to live by the standards I set for you because I'm God, bitch. Deal with it.
You can see their
Acknowledge me.
Dangerous to leave on
Or into the fire you go.
In the center
You're an asshole. Fire him.
Are bringing great energy. Cadman is so strong one-on-one.
Kicking at his first.
Into the left. Thank you.
He's steered it through.
Marks inside 50.
Yay.
Goal when you go back and convert the goal.
The Giants
19-point lead for the Giants here.
They're playing in spiral
Okay, thank you
football.
very much.
It's a hot footy.
I am so curious because the stream dropping frames it isn't doing that. It's been quite good. Very happy about that because I was mentioning that Yakuza is currently uploading on YouTube at the moment. So if that kind of like continues, it's a bit of a game changer in terms of like I would love to be able to like play the AFL game, and then it's not going to happen today, I don't think. But then start uploading it, and then like suddenly it's like open to people on YouTube while I'm still streaming. That'd be so cool to do. To have that happen. Tom Green
Gives it everything. Misses
Oh.
the target and it's out of play.
you're saying if a person run into someone's house and kill them, they will go to jail regardless if they say they have been good or not.
Gone. Got
It
his
depends on
punch.
what people perceive the evidence to be.
Dangerous place to turn it over. That's
Right?
unusual.
Like if someone goes in and kills someone,
Langdon. Greg Williams
it's
would have
like
been
what if no
proud of
one
Brayshaw.
what if there's no like cameras? There's no cameras and people are like,
Great
oh, there's no
hands there.
fingerprints.
The Demons, not at
And
their
like,
best so far.
was it that
Managed
person?
to find a
Oh,
teammate.
I don't know.
Inside 50 with the kick.
OJ Simpson got off. You think he didn't do it? Huh? OJ Simpson got off.
It's a behind.
People kill people all the time, and then their murderers weren't found.
Clean pickup.
Oh no, they're called unsolved mysteries, unsolved murders.
Knew where the help was. Time to measure the kick.
Also, it's interesting because you've said to me that I'm basing things off of what I know of humans, right? Not on God. Like you've said that to me, but then you're using examples of people and then using that to be like, well, that's what God would do. But it's like,
It's there.
but that's what I was doing. And then you were like saying I was wrong for doing that, basically. So talking about
Back in
judges and what they're going to do, because that's what human beings do, right? You see what I'm saying there?
Solid tackle. Gone. Can run.
You're doing the same thing.
Going for goal. Flirting with
Goals!
They took the right options in moving that ball forward and were able to take the opportunity when it presented.
Back on terms again. Gone with the tap. Oliver. Not a lot of.
You're not saying what if, not saying what if to what.
He's wrapped up.
Because it seems like your whole idea is, oh, if you run into a person's house and kill them, like everyone's just going to know you did it.
Met solidly.
Like there's going to be all the cameras and people will be like, yep, that person did it, absolutely.
Viney. Sloppy disposal and a turnover.
Like you're talking about a specific
Perryman.
scenario rather than just in general what would happen.
The kick was misdirected. That's an aggressive handball.
Little
The
kicks.
Demons should be able to clear now. Oliver
Over here,
heads towards half forward. Langdon.
let's go.
Another forward 50 entry. Pickett.
And like I said, if the judge just really likes you for some reason,
That's close.
and you do the thing, and they might be like, oh god, we need to protect this one for whatever reason,
Haynes goes
then maybe you can get up.
He had one job and he made a meal of it. Kicks laterally. Himmelberg takes it
Over this way.
The Giants might be able to start something.
Handball, please.
Callahan has pushed into
Where can you get it to? So we got 6 minutes left in the first half. Marked by Maxi gone.
This might be a chance for the
Who are we getting it to? Oh! I'll come to get that. Handballs, no!
Not sure
Oh, really? Holding the ball down.
Cornelio.
Cornelius.
Are good with their hands. Iden picking their way through.
Thank you. Go down here. Oh, who's getting it?
Outbodies his opponent.
In the 50s.
A ripper.
Ma.
The kick is precise.
To put them back in front.
Yeah, Jesse Hogan. You know, it's a nice game so far. Nice game so far. For his first of the game.
Good set shot.
Looking very good, Jesse. Saying, but yeah, you will go to jail. There is no way possible by saying I've been a good boy, you will get out of jail.
You can see their belief.
I feel like I've given examples.
It's no place for the faint-hearted. Bruce Callahan. They've put themselves under pressure. Langdon. He's suddenly a popular man.
I've responded to that by saying, like,
good ruck work.
what you're gonna need. You're gonna need, like,
that's a bruising
what,
tackle.
video evidence it happened? Need fingerprints? What if there's no fingerprints or video evidence? Then what?
Gone with the tap.
How will people know?
Ash takes the hand pass. Viney popped up out of nowhere. Oliver on centre wing.
Get the kicks away.
Quick kick towards centre half forward. It must be his birthday.
Thank you, please.
Cornelio.
Handballs.
Coming.
Go over.
That'll go close to the line. That's a good option.
And then I mentioned the idea of, like, corruption.
Moving the footy laterally.
What if there was some people who saw it, but they just happened to be the people that they were like the best of the best people you needed, and they didn't want you going away. They didn't want you going to jail for whatever reason. And they happen to be the people who make the decisions. Do they say, they didn't do it. They didn't do it. I don't care what you think you saw. We're saying they didn't do it.
This should end in a shot at goal. The Giants moving the ball well.
A question of
let's go, Finn. Oh, is the win gonna work with him or not? We'll see. Finn.
Callahan has
Yay! Okay, I think the game's definitely. I know that there was a patch that came in. I think like yesterday or the day before. It's definitely. The game definitely feels much improved.
That hand pass was telegraphed. Knew the
handballs, please.
Ward, Lloyd, normally creative. They're playing with purpose and poise.
That's with Bowies.
With a chance now. It's a poor kick. The coach will start pulling out hair.
Here we go, Mr. Cornelius.
At half forward.
And they got it. Okay, handball. Get rid of it, please.
Fighting tooth and nail not to give up.
Just go for a minute. Goals? Yay. Damn, it wasn't that long ago, like, ball was like right on each other.
The Giants are having a lot of the play and making it count too.
In deep. Damn, that's nice.
Pressure there. Fridge.
Please? Oh, okay. We got under minutes to go.
There's no reason why they can't create lots of
opportunities
in front of goal.
And people choose go to hell.
That's a strong mark.
God just not controlling its free throws. I feel like you might need to rephrase that. Oh!
For the Crummers to go to work. Gone.
Maxi, oh!
Can they catch them out on
Here you go. Get rid of that. That's with Maxi again.
Careful than that.
Go with the Giants. How can they get the kick?
Sloppy hands and they've turned it over.
And no, okay, that's going to be halftime. Okay then.
The halftime siren sounds.
So we have the Giants up by 22, and we'll be back in a bit with the second half. Yay, we back in here. What are you saying over there? You're saying people choose to go to hell? Oh my god, does that mean hell's so exciting? We got discos, baby! We got super discos!
Crunching tackle.
You make it seem like God just throw people in hell just because he wants to. That's not the case. Well, when God supposedly creates commandments, then literally the idea of God putting people in hell is just because. Because Yeah, okay. There, because you're saying that's not the case. There's a law. People choose not to follow it, so they go their own direction to hell. Dude, based on your own idea, based on every single person commits sin, all it sounds like is based on the world that you're creating, right? Based on your own logic, that God creates a standard that people will not be able to live up to, so therefore everyone commits sins, because they can't live up to the standard. Therefore, the only way for them to get in is by kissing the ring. So at this point, if they can't live up to a standard set for them, and the only way for them to kiss the ring, then it's basically a dictator just to get in. What the fuck do you think's gonna happen once you're in there? If you're put in a situation where you're not even able to live up to the standard, and the only way is for you to kiss the ring just to get in, what do you think's going to happen once you get there?
To really stamp some authority on this match.
Mr. Cadman. And yes, God just, based on your own version of how God is, what God is, and how things work, yes, God just throws people in hell and heaven based on what God wants. If the whole standards are based on what God creates, then yes, it's just based on what God wants. Just cause it's like, oh, you have this law you must live by. Who says? I do. So it's just based on whatever the fuck God wants.
Oliver runs onto it. Harms. What can he do with it? Viney.
They're like, oh!
What a mark!
Saying the all-knowing God knows exactly how people should live their lives. As far as God's concerned, apparently, based on you, it's how the fuck God wants it to be. To say that God is the almighty bit. It's the almighty king. Oh God.
Green. For a second goal today.
Bro, based on the way that you described God, I feel like I'd rather be in a country run by Stalin than go to heaven. Just based on the way that you're describing God. Make him sound awful. If it is just a singular him, or if it's just, like, it can still be a full organization as far as I'm concerned. But it sounds awful. Do we get video games up in heaven? Get the kicks. Oh! They're gonna get that. Okay, we're gonna go back. I was with the wrong one.
He should do so here.
Mr. Fritsch.
No problems there.
Better ball on that occasion allowed them to open up that opportunity in front of goal, and they've got full.
You doesn't make it sound like we're like God's slaves.
Hanging in there. But they need to string some goals together.
Get the kicks in there.
Looking for two.
Oh!
Fritz! Strong grab.
Which I know while Will's playing Yakuza, you said isn't even bad in its own right. As long as they're treated nice. They get a pat on the back after they're done. Nice slave, pat on back.
A contested mark and goal, exactly what the doctor ordered.
They've pegged him back nicely. This is an entertaining match.
Don't smack him too hard.
Petrarca dealt with the pressure. Spargo running
Swift Giants.
That's almost a bonus. Cornelio, it sits and he's in business.
Saying people are ignorant, don't know everything. Yeah. That's always going to remain. That's always going to remain.
Thought about the corridor. Grundy should have taken the mark.
However, this way, saying God knows everything.
They've worked it well.
Who told you that one? God told you that one? Hey, I'm God. I know everything. Whoa! That's awesome! Can you tell me it? No! Well then how do I know you know everything? 'Cause I said so! Oh.
Perryman heads towards the half-forward flank. Hogan has a vice-like grip. Bruce.
And like the idea of a God knowing everything makes it sound like a freaking full-on surveillance system, just looking at every little thing possible, which is like a full dictator. Like, you're not making God sound cool.
And he's put it through.
A case of too strong and too good. I don't think there was much more the defender could have done.
The Giants with a steadying goal. Gorn has
Please get rid of this one. Oh.
Green feeling the heat. Who was he aiming for?
What's coming in here? Can I get the goals?
That is going
down you go. Okay, I think it's off. Oh, on the post.
He's off.
Like, it's absolutely true, people don't know everything. In fact, people know very little compared to what it is possible for them to know.
He's hurried the
Every single person. That's always going to be true.
Intercepts on center wing.
I would imagine. Unless like technology comes. Unless like technology advances to a point where they're able to like put shit in the mind.
Trying to bring the crowd into play. Haynes is cool under pressure. Navigated the trap.
That would allow us to have greater knowledge.
Cumming goes back with the handball. The Demons are chasing Callahan. Normally delivers.
That's going to be with Maxu. He kicks it in the 50. Oh, okay, I think that's coming back. Yep.
Davis is there in
that's coming back. Let's get the kicks over here.
Clever kick. Whitfield.
To the wing. Who's he got? Mr. Cumming. Oh, God.
The Demons have denied them.
Kill
Callahan.
Kick it down. Who you got in it to? That's over with Lloyd.
Centering ball.
Yay, handballs. Go again. Oh no.
Out of the congestion.
Please get rid of that. To the back.
Knew the tackle was coming.
Inside. Oh, they got numbers on this. That's a really good spoil. That's a really good spoil.
Cumming thought his way through it.
Perryman.
The Giants.
Green. Perryman.
Searching.
Hello, Perryman. Perryman. Mr. Perryman. There comes with Melbourne.
Good hands.
Keep going.
Langdon.
Get rid of it again. Good plays. Oh.
Front and center. Himmelberg.
Somebody say of me. Goddamn, Smallville was a good show. Please, in here. I just finished the OC yesterday. I spent like a good month on that. It was nice. I do think it probably got worse as it went on, but overall it was like it was a nice watch for the month I got it. That was cool. Oh no.
And out of play.
Gary, what's caught your eye?
You say you don't care if I am not trying to make God sound cool?
Perryman, he'll work all day. Green, he's had little impact so far. Bedford finds himself unattended. Iden, that one was all
down here. Oh,
Oliver gathers.
So let's get rid of this.
Suddenly a popular man. Hunter, Green, showing some
like the way you describe God. I remember you mentioning something happened in like Brazil however long ago, and then based on how you were describing it, you were like, oh yeah, God probably killed them. I'm like, oh God! Oh God! Is God worse than Hitler? Oh my goodness! God has slaves, he just kills people because they, at times, and does shit to him whenever, because they say bad things about him, and then makes them live up to unreasonable standards, and they can only get into this cool place that is apparent that you're not allowed to see unless you kiss the ring, and you don't even know if it actually is cool. The only one telling you that is God. In heaven it will be sinless. People won't be able to sin. Won't be crime. What? Are they going to be like freaking locked up, chained up to a bed? You are in heaven now. You can't do anything. Yay!
Cornelio, the Giants under great pressure. Whitfield doesn't want to turn it over there. That's a dreadful hand pass, truth told. Can he hit it?
Won't be sickness or dying. It'll be endless joy. Oh. Oh my God, that sounds awesome. Who told you that one? God told me it. Really? The guy who apparently runs this place told you that once you get there, everything's gonna be so cool?
A chance to clear now.
That's it? You're relying on the word of the person who's supposedly the ruler of everything, and they said, look, just trust me, okay?
He's under close attention.
Like, that's it. It's just like, God told me it's cool. And then he told me to trust him. And I just went, okay. Like, that's all it's based on. And like, I'm not gonna actually show you what it's like before you're dead. Are you serious? You have to like do all the shit first. And then you get to see it. It's like asking someone to make a deal and then being like, hey, the cool stuff's on the other end. It's like, can I see the stuff first? Like, no. Like, what? I thought like I was meant to get like, okay, what would be the example? It's like, I'm gonna give a teddy bear to you. Okay, I'm gonna pay money. Can I see the money just to know that I'm not getting fucked up? No, first like give me the teddy bear, and then I'll give you the money. Give me the teddy bear first, then I'll give you the money. And it's just like, okay, here's the teddy bear.
Pressure there and gets the reward.
Inside 50 with the kick. May. Viney wins it back. It's no place for the faint-hearted.
Let's go to be rid of that one.
Play.
Please.
Oliver in the
Melbourne.
as ever.
Get rid of it.
Brown.
Gone.
Oh. Gone.
You can do anything. But you can do anything but sin, funny guy. I prefer the funny gut, but okay. When you said funny gut, just God, because he never lied and he is loyal.
Tackle. Gone. Showing real strength. Viney.
Over here.
Ash. Ever reliable.
Little kicks.
Can run and carry.
Okay.
Time and an upset is brewing. How's
I need to do a thing. I'll be back in a moment.
Down there, Gary?
Okay, we'll get to the last quarter. Final quarter. Oh, you're saying that you said that you didn't say God killed those people in Brazil. You said that's what media was saying. You never said that. Okay.
The big men fly. Oliver.
Okay, well in those people's worlds then, basically it would be in those people's words. In their view, God just kills people. According to the people who say that.
Coming with a little bit of time. Who's at home? He's plucked it. And
Yay.
have a shot.
The Demons might not have a way back if this goes through.
Come on, Harley. Harley!
First. Petty
oh.
the danger with a
okay.
well-judged mark.
Out it goes. 4-goal game. Final quarter.
Towards full forward.
Oh no. It's going to be a ball up.
Kick, and they've got a stoppage in a dangerous position.
That is with Maxi.
May. He ran into a
GWS.
Ash.
Handball.
Tooth and nail not to give up a goal. He's set upon. Can he make?
You're saying I seem more like an atheist than an agnostic?
Leads his opponent. Iden coming. A goal-scoring opportunity may have gone begging there.
Because I said it's even crazier that you believe God will never lie than the fact he even exists.
Still cracking in hard, deep into this match.
Fucked up thing is, I'm more of a believer that God's real than either of those.
I think he called for that. Lloyd.
I know, right? I know. Isn't that crazy? That I'm not even an atheist or an agnostic. I'm actually more of a believer in God. It's just that my version of God, in terms of what I think is most likely, it's basically agnostic slash believer, right? It's somewhere in between there, in that realm, where it's like I'm an agnostic when it comes to what I believe God is, right? Because I'm like, well, we're all here, right? There has to be a fucking reason for it. It has to be created somehow. I'm just like, well, if it is created by some sort of creature, it's probably an alien organization. A collection of peoples. Collection of beings. Oh god, that's not good. But that I also don't look at like a Bible or anything, and I'm like, I look at them and I say, well, people might say that they were written in the name of God, they were written by God, but as far as I'm concerned, the only thing I see is it was written by people, and people have the ability to be complete bullshit, and an ability to write things and then have everyone else to believe it, and they use the word God to try and get people scared to have to follow those ideas. And you think it's smart to even talk about God and make fun of him?
Slick hands. They've worked it well.
I'm sure God's got the sense of humor about it all. God's cool. God's so cool. Humor, it's called comedy, jeez. Like, even the most dictator of kings like their good jesters every now and then, you know. I'm just kidding, goddamn. Y'all thought I was serious? Oh.
Read it well on centre wing and can pump them back into attack. Not a lot of positives today. That's a bit of a gift.
Go over his.
It's not leather poisoning. Ward wins the contest hands down.
Going to be over here.
Brown runs onto it. Perryman.
Thank y'all.
He's suddenly a popular man. He'll be sore in the morning. He'd like that one again. Turns it over in
Please get rid of that one. That's with GWS. I know I was going to mention something on the whole, like, Oh yeah, of course people could have the capacity to lies and stuff about
This deserves a goal.
it. I don't like. Yeah, it's weird to me to be like, oh, God would never have the ability to lie. Never have that ability. Or like, yeah, if you just like create stuff and then just tell them, hey, live this way, and then they go live in that, and they go, they're actually doing it. They think that things are gonna work out the way that I told them to. I'm not gonna tell them everything. Are you serious? You will be judged for it. Wonder if you keep that same energy face to face. It's all fun and games now until that day comes. Yep. Absolutely. Get rid of this one. That's going to be kicked in with Melbourne.
Onto the non-preferred. Taylor.
There you go.
Out wide with the kick. Perryman.
Like, in your mind, you're like, oh, well, the Bible was written, and people say it was written by God, because God spoke to them. So, okay, that one was written by God. I look at that and say, that's just written by people, and people can just make that shit up. Make the part that God told them to do it up. And it would completely throw it all out.
Has he got enough on it?
Oh!
May, taking
there you go.
Chances.
Happy to concede a behind.
He's off.
Mr. Salem.
Salem to bring it back in. Vine.
Over this way.
Sparrow. He's run into trouble.
And chances are, even if all the shit's true, as far as I'm concerned, you're not gonna just get a blissful shit. Like, that part isn't gonna be so amazing. You're gonna have to stick to that standard. Not gonna be like, oh, all the sin will be wiped clean from you. That's like saying that you're getting a freaking lobotomy. Like, you're living through the whole life where you've committed sin and everything, and then once you get to heaven, you have a lobotomy to remove sin?
Great tackling technique there.
Like, that's basically what you're saying.
Gorn wins it down. Canelio, he's lost possession. Oliver, Petrarca.
Kiss the ring of the dictator, and then once you get in, they'll give you a lobotomy. It's gonna be great.
Is calm in a crisis. Ash attracted a crowd.
Up here with Bedford.
Hasn't seen a lot of it. Second effort needed. Green.
Handballs. Can I get it?
Hogan in the
oh, that's not good.
The kick is wide.
That's not very good.
Hounded into the mistake. Space is hard to come by.
I think this one's coming back. Mr. Ward.
He's kicked it high. Kelly uses the body well.
Okay, Josh, can you get this? 25 points.
They're getting the ball inside 50 under, not nearly.
Dude's got 36 touches up to this point. He has a goal. Let's see if he can finish it off.
It's not an easy
goodness.
Kick, but I tell you
yes,
what,
boy.
He's made it look
yes, man.
That's a real team lifter. So classy around goal.
The Giants clearly
so classy around goal.
They were supposed to struggle today. Whitfield, Ash, what a hand pass. Knew where the help was.
It's going to be over this. Oh,
popped up out of nowhere.
Kick it in there. You say you think what you want, but when that day comes, you'll be punished. I reckon even if I am and shit's horrible, it ain't gonna be that great for you either. You're gonna be in a situation where it's gonna be like you're gonna have to be on high alert still. Like, I must continue to stay this way. Oh God. You're either getting lobotomized, where all shit's taken away from you, so then you're basically just a slave. Like, even more of a slave than you would be now.
Kicks laterally. Daniels.
Or you got new standards to live up to. Was that a goal? Holy crap! What an amazing goal. That was incredible.
They've smashed the 100, and there's still time for more.
The Giants with all the momentum now. Gorn wins.
Imagine if after all of this, shit for you was completely wrong, and I'm the one who's let in, and be like, he was so cool, he fucking got it. The key of life was to understand our bullshit. We're only letting in the highest of the highest, the people who fully understood our bullshit, because our society in heaven is about the most intellectual elite, and the ones who believed our bullshit, we're letting them go.
It's a high ball.
Oh, that'd be fucking funny. Now that would be funny.
Drive them into attack. It's no place for the faint-hearted. Viney. Some people can't kick that far.
Come on.
Good footy there. Kelly got the handball away.
what's it gonna be? It's gonna be the people who were like full atheists. They get put in a place with people who were like so into it, but were like, this is the thing, this is the thing, and then they all get put in the afterlife together. But it's the people who are just kind of like chill about it, for the most part, who get let in. The key to life was learning to let go. The key to life was learning to let go of beliefs over God and live your life.
Viney gives the handball away. Langdon, bit of a nothing kick.
I told you, God. Where it's like, it's the way the punishment for the atheists and the people super religious. What's the punishment? The atheists learn, God was real, bitch. And the people who are like fully into it, you were wrong, bitch. So it's just, that's your hell, is you're just arguing with each other and misery over and over every single day.
It's a waste of a promising build-up.
They've got winners all over the park. Lloyd.
Mr. This way.
Just waiting for the right
If God runs heaven, who runs hell?
The Giants.
Who runs hell? Why is that the only place you would go? God's not very creative. He creates the world, but then he only creates heaven and hell. He doesn't have other places for it? Aww.
On center wing. That's unusual.
They're like a VIP lounge in heaven.
They might be caught out on the turn.
It's gonna be the Giants getting the victory on this one. Oh, that is a mark with Perryman.
They're cutting them to ribbons. Outbodies his opponent.
Get it going.
Took a ripper. Hogan.
Get in there. Yes.
This is getting ugly. Petty wins it back. Great mark. The Demons.
Okay. With the Demons.
What can they generate?
Under 2 to go.
Grundy.
Grundy.
Careful ball movement.
Oh.
Langdon.
Into the 50.
They need a mark.
Can they get the mark?
Kennedy.
No.
Couldn't quite. Easy exit.
Mr. Kennedy.
Than that. It's a dominant display.
Maxi into the 50.
Excellent grab. Delivers
That's marked. Nope. Handball out there.
Handball.
Lucky Ash.
Coming. Ash.
1 minute to go here.
The Demons have no answers. Bruce.
No answers at all. Mr. Bedford. Oh, that's nice play. That's unselfish, nice play. Team shit. Team things there. Danny Lloyd. Daniel Lloyd. Coming back. Coming back.
And that is no exception.
The Demons need to keep their percentage in the back of their mind here. It could end up taking a big hit.
The 4 points have been gone for a while, but this is
they have been. Oh, handball of the way. Nope.
He's set upon. The umpire called for it as full-time approaches. Gorn got his palm to it.
Handballs.
Sloppy hands.
Into the 50. And that's his game. Doesn't get the mark in time.
Professional and disciplined performance. They will be delighted by that.
Okay, let's have a look here. We had 3 goals for Lloyd and Daniels, 3 for Grundy for Melbourne. Gorn and Oliver had 47. Jesus Christ. Okay. Top of the marks list there. Top of the tack, 12 for Kelly. Wow. Okay, so the Giants got over the top here on Melbourne. Lloyd and Daniels each had 3. It was Gorn and Oliver for Melbourne who had 47, and for GWS, Lockie Whitfield led the way with 42 disposals. They win 116 to 61, a 55-point margin.